Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season in Oklahoma.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Eagles. Trey Sermon from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Trey Sermon polishing the drive off with a touchdown reception. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. One semi-factor, if you want to call it that was brought up in the papers this morning here, Charles. You got a dome team on the road in a cold weather environment, first round of the playoffs in January. Do you think that's a big deal?
Ordinarily, I say no. But in this situation, because you're used to that perfectly controlled environment, some coaches will want their teams exposed to it. And if you're coming from a warm weather place and, even getting outside of your dome doesn't really help you, a lot of times they'll go on the road a little bit earlier. Go to a cold weather place, go to a place where there's a little bit of weather and practice there that week before the game to try and simulate the conditions they expect come game day.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw there taken in by Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Winston goes right back to Smith again. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. From the red zone now, Winston. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second down, Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Hurts. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Peyton Turner able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, Winston. And Thomas has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Patrick Johnson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Winston now. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Throwing. Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 27, Hurts. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Hurts sets up to throw it. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want...
Touchdown! Odell Beckham! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Elliott now to have the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And oh, he spins past him and into space. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A first throw for the backup Jackson. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Running right, here's Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Going for it with Sanders. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Saints will have the football back. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Winston. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw is Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints' first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jameis now on first down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. They'll throw again. Winston. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.